Drex, before I get into my Thotmas story, and I know it's way late past Christmas.
I
You
don't give
can
a
use
fuck.
Yeah, I know you don't give a
Bitches are
fuck.
thoughts
Yeah,
365
yeah,
days
yeah,
of the
yeah. Look,
year.
dude, it can be
I
360.
know,
Look,
I
look, I
know.
can even call your episode surprise 365 fucking days of Thotmas. These
Yep.
bitches
True,
ain't shit.
true. But on the side note, before I get into the story, when you was talking about when people start messing with kids or talking shit about someone's kids and they end up in a pine box. Well, he's not my friend no more, but he was online as a keyboard warrior and attacking me online, then calls me on my phone, right? Because we still had each other's number or whatever
Yep.
before like I blocked him. He calls me and saying, I'm going to take your kids away. I'm going to run up on you and put a 45 in your mouth, this, that, and the
Oh,
third. And I was like, well, come up and do it then if you about that life, because I used to be about that life. So it doesn't take me like a quick second to flip the switch on to be ready to get on my street shit. You get what I'm saying?
dude, here's the thing. You ever see that
He
movie,
never he
History of
never showed
Violence?
up, even though he doxed me, knew where I lived at, and
Yep.
said he was gonna pull up. I'm like, he never did. And the thing to me is like, if a person who's gonna make threats, you would think they'll pull through if they really mean it, right? But then I realized he's just a keyboard blue pilled warrior, so it ain't really there ain't no sweating on my back on it.
Hey,
Well, the
Drex,
fact that
remember when Mad Black Atheist did that to Nick's kids?
yeah, I heard about that fuckery. And here's the thing, though. Do you know how you know you're not about that life? Is that you get online and then start making like threats and stuff. Like, whereas if you really do it, like you don't see a bunch of mob channels, right? And cartel. Look, show me a cartel channel right now where the cartel announces what they're gonna do, right? No,
They
no, no, no.
never
They
announced
just
it.
go do the shit. Like, oh, I need to decapitate somebody. Watch this. Oh, you were short with my money or you snitched? Watch this. We've all seen cartel execution videos, right? That
Yeah,
shit is fucking savage.
yeah, it is savage, especially with the
You're like,
machete.
God damn.
Decapitation with a machete getting through that bone.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, through the bone. I'm like, God damn. Yeah,
I
because they're the
seen
cartel.
I seen one of in the Middle East where they was I think it was an American or some Middle Easterns that they were decapitating with the machete, and you once you hit the neck, you can hear literally hear the bone like snap in the neck with the machete. And I was
Oh,
just holding my neck like ah.
Shaft says apparently I cut his story out of Thotmas. If I
did
did,
you?
that was an accident.
Oh, shit. Well,
But
we can tag it on to this one.
Yeah, I'll go look for the rich source recording.
Was it the straight man keep me down like always?
Yeah,
Yeah, you ain't shit.
yeah, it was too gay. It was too
It
gay
was
for
too gay,
YouTube.
man. That shit
but
was too gay, man.
on the Thotmas story, Drex, you already know about me getting almost pimped out, so I'm just going to skip that story and go on to my friend's 21st birthday party. So his parents were out of town, and his birthday was like that day, like the next day. So we run up to the community college where our friends were at. Told everybody to be at his house like at a certain time. We go back. We go back to his house. They all come, and around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Because I'm somewhat wasted. I took a little nap. I wake up, and everybody, like the birthday boy, my friend, her boyfriend, and two other chicks, right, are all in his parents' bedroom getting it on. And her boyfriend, one of my friends' their boyfriend, get mad because she was paying more attention to the birthday boy because he had a bigger dick than he did. So they got all mad or whatever, right? Then they all come out the room. She's in like black lace bra and panties out on the like in the den dancing to the music or whatever after the shit went down. And I'm sitting there like, Noah doesn't wear black unless they ready to get fucked. And that's what just happened. And there were people guarding there were like stimps guarding the door. I was just wanting to get in to see what was going on, maybe record it and put it on the hub for shits and giggles. But that was it. Like, the thoughts went into the room, gave the birthday boy his gift, and the boyfriend who got cooked got mad about it, even though he was in the room.
Ugh.
Then
Ugh.
then in the same then the same girl, like, months later, after the party, right? This is months later. She cucks him again with the roommate that she brought in from Office Max that she used to work with.
So wait, let me get this straight. So the guy is fully aware of all this, yet he's still with her, right?
No. They broke up,
Oh,
and
so, okay.
this was years. So they already broke up because they've been together since high school or whatever, right? I met them when I was going to the community college, and they were together all the way up to that point. He was they broke up, and because me and my homeboy, we stayed at their apartment the one night during, like, the boyfriend getting his stuff and moving it out or whatever, right? So I wake up because their room, like, his is an apartment, so right across the hall is 2 bedrooms, and on the left side is the boyfriend and the girlfriend's room, and the roommate's room is, like, in the little computer room where they in the office where they do their, like, work or whatever, right? Because he's a coder or programmer, so he has computers in there, he games and programs, and that's where he does for work. I go in there to check my emails and stuff. She's laying in the room butt ass naked, and I immediately close the door. The ex-boyfriend comes up, starts crying, and was like, "I want to work this out. I love you." And she was like, "Bro, I don't love you no more, bro." And she was probably smashing the roommate the entire time while they were, like,
Oh,
together. He
that's
probably wasn't.
sad.
He was aware of what happened at the party, but I don't think he was aware of what's going on between her and the roommate at the time.
God damn.
Real
Ugh.
modern love story.
Yeah, you ain't shit. You know what's sad though? Tim is actually kind of right though. By modern standards, this is normal.
Um, Before the term of thought and thoughtery and all of this stuff, like, all these terms that came in now, this was way back before then. This was probably 2013, 2014 when all of this, like, went down. And I was just sitting there mind blown because they would, like, because I'll be in the car with them sometimes, and the ex-boyfriend and the girlfriend, when they were dating, would always, like, argue and fight over because the boyfriend wanted to smoke a cigar in the car after, like, after we went out to eat somewhere. He would, like, get in the car and light up a cigar, and she would get mad because of him like, smoking all the time or whatever. And I'm, like, sitting to myself like, this dude is a grown ass man and it's his car.
Ugh.
Like, how you gonna, but it was really awkward because I'm in the back seat listening to them argue, and I'm just sitting there holding my tongue because, like, I ain't trying to get in between it, and I ain't trying to give homeboy advice because I ain't trying to fight a dude who took a keto for like 5 years. The dude's good, been taking martial arts and stuff and losing weight because he was like a heavy set kid all through high school. So his motivation was to get into like some martial arts and start working out and losing weight, which he amazingly now looks good. But he went and today he went out to California for a chick. They broke up. He comes back to North Carolina. She comes to visit, and they get into an argument again. Like, I guess the chick from California, not the ex-girlfriend, this new chick, goes um goes and visits or whatever. Then she leaves, and he's telling me like, yo, she's out here um sending pictures of herself and another dude dressed up in lingerie and all of this just to get me mad and stuff. And in my mind, I'm just sitting here like, before the term, I was just sitting there like, dude, you're getting cucked. She's not even worth going back to California. But now they're together. Apparently, that's his soulmate, and there's nothing I can do or say about it because I ain't gonna like try to convince him that he makes the wrong move because like he's a grown ass man. Like I can drop him hints, but it ain't really going to work out at the end for him, at least.
You know what? This would be
So
sad if I actually even had 1 ounce of respect for anybody who accepts cuckery. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
This
like
dude is bitch made to the extreme.
I don't accept it. Like I can't accept being around cucks. I can't accept the cuckery, but he is my friend, and I tried to give him advice, but it just never, like when I talk to him, it never like comes out. I never get a chance to tell him because then he's going to get all up in his feelings and stuff. So yeah, he's that type of dude.
Yeah, you gotta disown this dude, man. Here's the problem with guys like this. Guys like this, these are the kind of guys that are similar to like simple words,
He
ex
lives in
roommate stuff.
California.
Yeah, he's a lost cause, man. Like
Yeah,
here's the thing. I've always said this. There needs to be consequences to being a cuck or being a bitch made beta simp, right? Like there should be like guys have to know if I cross this line and I do certain things, right? I don't get
yeah,
to come back, right?
yeah,
Like, if I'm a simp or I'm a cuck, like I lose all of my friends. I lose all my respect, my friends. So then think about it. What if he knew that going in and he was like, oh man, if I do this, if I accept this girl back, then I lose all my friends. You see what I'm saying? He
yeah,
would think twice.
yeah. But that's
He would
if
do it though.
me or one of me or my homeboy would have stepped in and tried to talk to him about it, but we never did because we don't like we don't get involved with like other people's relationships like that unless it affects us, and his relationships didn't really affect me or my homeboy, so we were still kind of like hanging out because it doesn't affect us unless the relationship with any of my friends, if they in a relationship or whatever and it's starting to affect like the group, then we start talking about it and be like, yo, you can't bring her around no more. You either have to like, we give them ultimatums, either us or her at some certain point, but only if it gets to that point. But if it doesn't really affect me, I ain't really worried about it. If he wants to get cucked and get cucked around, that's on him. That's just me personally.
Look, man.
If it's not affecting me or my finances in my pocket, I'm it's not really my concern unless somehow it affects me in some type of way.
Look, man, it's gonna affect you when videos surface of him online getting pegged, man. If he's in
Oh yeah,
California, it's always gonna end that way. It's
I
gonna end
hope
with him
that
getting
doesn't
smashed.
happen. I hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, then I would definitely have to call him and be like, yo, like I should disown him now, but like I barely even talk to the dude anyway. Like he hits me up like once every 6 to 8 months anyway, just to check in. But the one thing I could get credit for him though is he's a good ass chef. Like if I was
Hell
throwing
yeah.
a party, I would definitely get him to cater my party. Like he's a good ass chef. That's about it. Other than that, I couldn't hang out with him like that anymore.
I mean, he's gonna make a good cuck because he's gonna have nice snacks for the snack tray. I mean, his fate has been fucking determined, man. Like dudes like this, you got to remember, man. Okay,
Oh,
here's
the
the thing
sad part
that's
is he
important.
has
Oh, go ahead.
kids.
Oh, wait,
He
what?
has yes, she has kids.
Oh,
She's a
Jesus,
single
man.
mother.
Wow.
I think he's playing loser bingo here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like, dude, what, man?
The only thing missing is a video of him getting pegged.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
it's coming. Here's the thing. If you're in California long enough, he's gonna be wearing skinny jeans before long. You'll see him with a little a little man purse before long, and before you know, he's gonna start talking about how, you know what, Eugene? Well, we decided to have an open relationship. He's always gonna say we, never I. He doesn't make decisions anymore, right?
Yeah.
Everything is gonna be we. We decided
Actually,
this.
Drex, I'm going to go on my Facebook real quick and screenshot a picture, and I'm going to DM you it, and you can be the judge for yourself by the picture alone. He
Hey,
really
this dude's in the closet, man. Fuck that. I'm gonna go ahead and call a spade, man. This dude's in the closet, man. I'm trying to think. This dude looks like a 5 o'clock shadow. It looks like he's wearing like lipstick or gloss or something on his lips. Look a little too reddish pink for me. He looks like a fake ass discount Fabio. This dude's in the closet, man.
all right. I think his. Oh wow,
He's in the closet, man.
Yeah, here's another one. The dude's really like after all the weight loss he's been doing, and because he's trying to be like a bodybuilder or whatever.
Yeah,
and
most of them bunker bust dudes, just so you know.
Yeah, there's another one right there.
Yeah, he's no lie. He's like, he's not a bad looking dude at all. Obviously, Fabio's a good looking dude, right?
Yeah.
What you're looking at is a guy who, this is okay. I want to explain this to people out there because this is an important lesson to learn in this segment. This is why guys like him are so dangerous, right? So the ultimate beta male in fiction is Anakin Skywalker, who becomes Darth Vader, right?
Yeah.
It's what happens when you have the female mindset, right? That bitch ass tendency, emotional stuff, right? But you put it into a male vessel with power, right? And Anakin is the chosen one, right? This dude used to be a fat guy, right? Probably low self-esteem, didn't get a lot of girls, obviously, right?
Except for the one that he'd been with since high school. But
and I was about to say, he got one. So he has one-itis, right?
Yeah.
So he'll tolerate any behavior from this broad, right?
Yeah.
And she's a single mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lost cause, man. So now I want you to think about this for a second. The guy looks like Fabio, right? He has like a bodybuilder physique. Yet he's done Aikido, right? So he has the martial arts training. But look at his mindset, though. You see why that's dangerous?
Yeah.
The mindset with a guy who has the Fabio body with martial arts training. That's a scary thought, man. Because what happens when, look, here's the thing. I'm sure you know about RPM's hockey mask time videos, right? The HMTs.
Yeah.
Do you know how those, you ever notice it's never a red pill guy doing that shit? You ever notice that?
Yeah.
It's a situation where you have a guy like this.
So this is the last one when he had some weight on it before he lost it. That's when he was taking his martial arts classes right there.
Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. He did incredible work, man. I got to give the guy props. He lost the weight. You know what I'm saying? He looks great. Like congrats for the dude, but it's like, this guy doesn't know his own value, man. That's the sad thing. Like, he can do so much better in whatever situation he's in right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, Laura Simpson Cuck said it. He said he'll probably end up trying to defend some chick from her boyfriend. The boyfriend shoots or stabs him, and then the girlfriend still leaves with the boyfriend. He's the kind of guy who's going to step in to protect women. That's just who he is.
Yeah.
Now he's in California, man. What a sad, sad thought. God damn.
Thanks.
Yeah. But that's it for the Thotmas story and about my friend on the other half of the Thotmas story.
Yeah, he's gonna have a sad life ahead of him.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I guess I can put myself back on mute or whatever, and you and Tim can finish up the show. I'm about to go ahead and try to get my kids to bed. They've slept real late today.
Lucky them.
Lucky them indeed. Yeah, go ahead and do your thing.
They had a late nap, so it's time for them to get into bed.
All right. Well, thanks for telling your stories of. We'll call this Thotmas 365.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of miniseries, Drex, I was thinking of doing Valentine's Day with RPM, and we'll get all his best stories of non-eating revenge. Dudes who got revenge on thoughts and hoes.
Yeah, but a
I
lot of
got
times it
one
can
more
kind
thing
of
for you,
involve.
Trey.
Oh,
I did
what's
take
that?
your. I got one more thing before I mute myself. I did talk to my wife and she agreed to be on my podcast. We're just working out a time to do it. It is going to be episode 5.
Oh, actually, go ahead and shill your podcast so everyone knows who listens to this.
Oh yeah, the Man's Reality Podcast. You can find me on YouTube or Spotify, Google Podcast, SoundCloud, or this site that I'm paying for my podcast called Speaker. But what I focus on is men's mental health, fatherhood, brotherhood, life, and culture.
Awesome. Sir Yeetus just did a video on mental health.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
And
dude,
I
it's
know
important, man.
I know there's a lot of men in the but yeah, I know there's a lot of men in the manosphere who talk about the stuff that y'all talk about. I think as a married man, I'm going to try to bring something different to the manosphere outside of the cuckery and stuff, and trying to explain to them how marriage really is and all of that, with my wife being on and from my own thoughts and stuff. So I don't know if it's actually going to reach anybody. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll definitely shill your shit because, like I said, I like when people are honest because saying we live in this world where everybody's capping, right? And when you ask most people about marriage, they pretend that it's perfect, right? Oh, yeah, it's great, it's the best thing ever, and it's like, wait a minute, how come you ever notice? For most people, they're always shocked when people get divorced. You ever notice that? Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, that came out of left field. Like, Lisa Bonet and what's his name? Jason Momoa just got divorced, right? He was just making posts about how much he loves her and she's the love of his life, right? He's, oh my god, she's so incredible, and all of a sudden you were divorced. See, it blindsides people because they don't understand, man. They don't get it. What people put on social media and say to other people is not the truth. So I hope in your show, you, especially with your wife on there, you tell people, hey man,
Yeah.
it's hard work. It ain't just all fucking great days and stuff like marriage is hard work.
All right. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you. Drex. We have some unfinished business in the Thotmas carols. Because remember, Hoenn is 365 days.
Oh yeah, look, man.
Now you're gonna say this was a Catholic Thotmas.
Yeah. Yeah, they got Indian summer. Like, I mean, this is Indian thottin. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it just keeps going. Yeah.
About that time. Yeah. Close enough.
So, Shaft, what do you got for us, sir?
Some real sad shit, if I had to be honest, man. Where to start? Okay, so as everyone's probably aware by now, especially Tim, I'm gay. And let me tell you, man. I know, right? Drexel, what the fuck are you writing down? Note, Shaft gay.
Yeah. It's me writing in my notes.
All right. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, so I've been off the market for a year and a half. Happy in a relationship. It is possible. But bro, these streets are real. I'm talking to my field agents. They're telling me it's worse than when I left. And when I left, it was pretty fucking bad. Drexel, I told you a long ass time ago, well before we deleted it, there's a shortage of tops in the gay community. And that's why I'm reaching out to both you, Tim, and the audience. We need to go in these streets and start taking these cheeks because no one else is willing to do the dirty work.
Well, that's a t-shirt.
Oh, roam the streets, take cheeks. Dude, I mean, you're the expert out there, man. I mean, in the so-called gay community, what are the main issues and stories that wind up having happen if you're the top?
Well, let's start with my story. I was working at Home Depot at the time, 2 years ago. It was around winter. And because HR was staffed entirely by fat women, they could never get my schedule right. So we would always close, we would lock up at about 11 o'clock on a Sunday night. So I was scheduled till like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. So I had 2 hours free. And so, because you can do this, I just pulled up the app and just was like, what was going on Grindr? And so this dude hits me up, was like, hey, you look cute. You want to come over and or take these cheeks? Is it okay if I cross-dress? I was like, yeah, sure. Tim, what the fuck is that face?
You know how you take the red pill? I think I just swallowed the lemon pill, making the sour face.
So I was like, all right, where were you? So he sends me his address and shit. I go over there. I'm in front of the door of the house, and I'm about to knock until he texts me, where are you? The door's open. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Like, I'm at this place. Like, no, you're a block over. So already we almost had a very serious situation because it's 11:30 at night and some random jackass is about to knock on someone else's door waiting for gay sex. So that's how someone gets shot. Luckily, that didn't happen to me that night. It might in the future, I'm not sure. So I go the block over, and there's this like big, good-looking house. The door open, and this large figure standing in the doorway with what appears to be a shitty wig on and a maid outfit. And he goes, hey man, my name is Isabella. And I was like, all right, I'll go right on in. So I went in, he sat me down on the world's tiniest fucking ottoman and started blowing me. It wasn't good at all. It was one of the worst blowjobs I've had in my entire life.
Oh, fuck.
And then he starts dildoing himself and sniffing poppers. Drexel, you know what poppers are, right?
Sadly.
How do you know what poppers are?
I mean, it's just like you learn about people like Jack Murphy. You just know. It's kind of like sissy hypnosis videos. Eventually, you just find out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy was
not because you want to. Yeah. You don't find out because you want to or because you were looking for it. You just know.
I mean, that's your cover story. Okay, so he's dildoing himself, right? That's where we left off. And for some reason, he starts opening up to me about how he lost his virginity to some older gay man who took his virtue when he was drunk at a party club or some shit. So already I'm getting pretty flaccid. Because how do you keep arguing that shit? And so he like tries to ride me, and that doesn't work out for a little bit because he didn't warm up well enough. Again, because of the sissy hypnosis porn, they don't realize how real sex works. And after about like 20 minutes of depressing fucking, I just decide it's probably time to leave, and I retreat. I just leave. And they kept like hitting me up for like a week afterwards because apparently they had a great time. So
I love how that happens. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is. Like the thirst is still there, right? Like you know, when it's like a bad date thirst or a bad hookup, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go, and the person's still hitting you up. It's like, oh, like that still happens on the other side. It's wild.
Yeah. So first off, I'm definitely the thought in this story. This was absolutely my fault. But here's the thing. If you talk to other gay guys, this isn't just normal. This is like pretty much everyone has a very similar story to Isabella in the maid outfit. Oh, and the one part that here was the deal breaker for me. Afterwards, I found out he was house sitting. It wasn't his fucking house. And that's what would have stopped me from going over there.
Oh, shit.
Not everything that came before that, but the house sitting. Drexel, vet your house sitters.
I mean, look, if I come back to the house, I mean, that was a Wolf of Wall Street sight gag when Jordan and his wife come back early, and it's a full blown gay orgy going on in their fucking pad in like Manhattan or wherever they were, and it's like, bruh.
Yeah, that.
I mean, you talk about how real these streets are. Like,
oh man,
how many of these guys are married or in relationships?
Oh man, that's what I really wanted to get to because that's the fun part. People around your age, like I'd say over 40, possibly like around 40s or so, they tend to be the ones on the DL because they are from a different generation than the one now where gay is basically not just accepted, but not ratified, not vilified, the exemplified.
Forced upon you.
Yeah, pretty much like I can get into that too, but that'd be a very long episode.
Yeah, different day.
Yeah, suffice it to say, the brainwashing is real. Not just for like trying to turn your kids gay, because I think that's more new, but trying to make the gays all one singular mass and very specific personality. Like, you know the personality I talk about, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh, if you're gay and vote Republican, you're self-hating.
Oh yeah, especially if you're a white dude, like you're basically not even gay.
Yeah.
If you're a white dude who looks like me, like a normal dude, then you're like super not gay. You have to have other gays vouch your homosexuality.
Well, you know, Chef, you talk about this issue with like the tops and stuff, and like, what do you think prompts a married guy to want to be, you know, looking for side action, man on man? And it's like you said, it always like these guys want to be the bottom, right? Jack Murphy style. It's always some like pegging, cross dressing. What do you think is causing all this?
I'm going to catch flack for this, but I honestly believe overexposure to like hardcore pornography from early ages is really fucking people up. Like Drexel, I know you're somewhat of a connoisseur.
Yep.
But you can also get it on tap. These dudes don't, and I really think that can fuck with your psychology.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's like, okay, so the guys that can't have access to sex, at least a semi-regular basis, it's like they overconsume, right? They're oversaturated with all these images and videos, and then like because of that, you think like they're like there's almost like their sexual compass goes off. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like you've seen people have watched way too much porn, right?
Yep.
Yes, those guys. And any latent homosexuality just gets drawn out of them like blood from a stone. But yeah, bro, the married guys, it's a lot. Like I have sent you many pictures, but those were a lot of them too.
Yeah, well, the thing is that when you're telling me this, and you're like, you know, you send me like the dating profiles, right? Like we're doing a live chat, and you're like, yo, guys, this is how bad it is, right? And you're posting like a dating profile. It's so fucked up because it's like, yo, this is someone's dad or husband or whatever, and like, and these guys are putting themselves at risk. You know what I'm saying? Putting their families at risk. So it's like, ugh.
Oh, absolutely. Like my man, he has dealt with a lot more married men than I have. He said like an absurd amount because he was in a city before he moved to this like kind of smaller town. Bro, like they just came in droves. There were tons of them, like unbelievable amounts. And
well, I believe it. I've seen it. I've heard it.
Every gay guy knows this. It's just so taken as fact that we're surprised when normal people don't know this. Like, what, you fucking didn't know this? Bruh. Like everyone is on the DL.
Now something that you talked about before was how rampant HIV is in the community. 'Cause, you know, there was a stigma way back when HIV kind of first was a thing.
Yeah, that's thanks
and
to
it kind of died down. What is the status on that?
oh, the HIV. I'm honestly not too sure because that's like you'd be better off asking an older gay for that. Really, like you probably know one's older than me who can answer that better. But really, you'd be surprised how hard it is for your average dude to actually find gay sex. Like when I say average, I mean average American dude. And you see what these average American dudes look like.
Yeah, they look terrible.
Exactly.
Yep.
So they're fucking less and less as well. And that probably has something to do with it. However, it has been drilled into our heads for a very long time that use condoms like all the time. You have to wrap up like protection. Like there's some pills out now. I don't even remember the names. What is it? Provigil? I don't think it's Provigil. I think that's something else. But generally, luckily, safe sex initiatives have actually helped like the gay community a bit.
Well, I'm glad it has because I mean, let's face it, things have gotten real messed up. Places like Atlanta have gone completely batshit with HIV rates over 33%. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's interesting to hear that there's this many people. It's something I get. You and I have talked about this, Shaft. I get criticized often because a lot of people say that the things I'm saying is completely out of left field, right? Like, oh, Drex is making this up. There's not this many dudes on the down low. And I said, no, man, it is a real problem because you got to remember, we always get our information from different places, right? And the reason why I knew how rampant the whole tranny thing was and cross-dressing
dude, the trannies
gay stuff.
man. The trannies
Oh, trannies are in. Yeah, if anyone out there who doesn't know,
I want anyone, like, if they're traveling to like a city or somewhere where there's like large population density, download Grindr and just sort by like closest. I can guarantee you there's probably like a bunch of trannies within a couple blocks at least. It's fucking
trannies are racking up bodies higher than any like college thought. Like, I mean, it's out of control how many of these guys go to seek their sexual services. The reason why it's so important though is that to get a full perspective is that, like, I'm coming from it from one angle, right? Because I'm getting my information secondhand, right? Because I didn't live it. You see what I'm saying? So what ends up happening is, Chef, I've told you, it was the women who came to me saying, "Yo, Drex, man, a lot of these dudes are in the closet." And I said, "Huh?" And this is years ago.
Hold on. Those are the women who found out.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying is, these guys aren't getting caught.
No, but here's what I started realizing. A lot of women, and we talked about this, right? I was actually just texting Becca the ass wrecker literally as we're speaking. It's crazy because they were telling me, like, yo, Drex, a lot of these guys are asking for certain things. You see what I'm saying? Like imagine if you're a woman and you're trying to date Jack Murphy, right? He's going to be making certain comments and wanting certain things in the bedroom. Be like, what the hell? Like, that's not normal.
Oh, man.
A lot of these dudes are looking to get pegged.
You want to talk about guys asking for weird shit? Dudes will open up on Grindr with asking you for the most degenerate shit you've ever fucking heard of.
All right, give us your top degenerate stories before we let you out of here. What are the top requests that they're giving you?
Okay, this one wasn't me. It was my boyfriend. He said he saved this screen cap because it was so fucking magical, of a man who opened up the conversation saying, "I want you to meet me in public, and without saying anything, walk up and just fucking kick me in the balls as hard as you can and run away."
Well,
see, that was his reaction too.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
That's perfectly normal and well adjusted,
right? Like, these dudes are weird, man. Like, they're weirdos.
This is why I Drexel. This is why I do have to hand it to the women. These dudes have a lot of fucking problems too. Like,
Miss J Love has said as much.
Man,
no, J Love has been talking about this for
like the
years.
Thoughts and all this, bro. The dudes are not much better. If anything, they're worse. Because
I've said that. I've said that multiple times. I said, look, I'm sure I probably caught fire from somewhere. I said, if I'm being completely honest, when it comes, like I said, I'm not talking about relationships, hookup culture. When it comes to hookup culture, it's the guys fucking up. It's not the women. More often than not. Like, because here's the thing, Tim, a woman had a long week of work, right? She wants to get her back blown out. She wants the guy to show up, deliver, and then leave, right?
And he catches feels.
Dudes are catching feelings. They need eye drops. They start asking to get pegged. Like, wait a minute. So I'm the woman. You come to smash me.
Oh.
Yet you show someone something. Yeah, well, I brought you this strap-on present. Like that. What the like?
Didn't Miss J Love say something about someone who brought over football equipment?
Maybe.
Was that one of her stories?
It might have been. I can't remember if it was her. I'll have to text her tomorrow and ask. But like,
I think that was her story. Where someone
these guys are always wanting something. Oh yeah. Look, that was scary movie level. Like, dude, I'm listening to what Shaft is saying, and it's like these weird requests. Tim, guys want to lick up baby gravy. These dudes are weird, man. Like, Shaft is right. Look, you can't put this on the females. Like, this is why I don't like these videos where they're like, look at these thoughts. But it's like, okay, well, how about we start showing videos about these dudes, right? Fair is fair, right? Like, don't you guys want to, like, here's the thing, Tim, for the women out there, women have a right to know, and I think this is kind of what Shaft is getting at. I think Shaft is saying women have a right to know if a dude is on the down low because it puts them in danger. You see what I'm saying? It puts them at risk.
Absolutely.
And that's not fair to these females out here who are getting with dudes that they think are heterosexual, and they're out here with grinder profiles. Out here, like what Shaft is saying. From what he's saying, it seems like the guys who are in relationships are seen to be overwhelmingly bottoms. So they're out here probably getting ran through, raw dog.
Yep.
Sniffing
So-
poppers.
Drex, it's exactly the same thing. If you know you hit up a girl and you find out she has an OnlyFans, and you're like, if I'd known this before, I would think about you in a different way. I'd have thought twice about coming over here, right? It's the exact same thing.
Mhm.
If you're hiding a grinder profile from me, well, I guess doesn't. If a woman is having a grinder profile hidden from her, she has the same right to be angry as us,
Absolutely, because
who get pissed at them for hiding OnlyFans.
but here's the thing, the guy is only mad at OnlyFans if he's looking for a relationship. You see what I'm saying? If he's just smashing, he probably doesn't care, right? But like, if a man is saying, "Hey, I want this girl for a relationship," he's mad. The woman on a sexual level is like, "Yo, you're putting me at risk due to these factors." It's just like, okay, for a guy, it'd be like this: you go over to a girl's house and she doesn't tell you that she actually does, you know, back when Backpages was a thing, she was like a Backpages streetwalker. You see what I'm saying? Like a guy's like, "Hey, I don't want to be here. There, you put me at risk."
Oh, dude, the OnlyFans in the gay community is another fucking level.
Wait, that's a thing?
What do you mean it's a thing, bro?
Is it OnlyFans, or do you have a
It's,
specific?
it's OnlyFans.
It's OnlyFans.
Do you know how fucking sad it is if you're like hitting up a cute looking twink on Grindr and you're like, "Yeah, want to subscribe to my OnlyFans?" I'm like, God damn it! I wasted 20 minutes.
Oh.
I mean, and also that they just send you shit for free. Like Drexel, I sent you the images I get sent. Dudes in dresses straight up getting bunker busted.
Yeah, these dudes, it's funny to get receipts because what ends up happening is I always tell people, I always like people to have receipts. Like when women tell me, "Yo, Drex, these guys are weird." Well, define weird. Like, show me the context. And then you see the text exchange. I go, I see why there's so many incels, right? Like, women are showing me their texts.
Pretty fucking weird.
They're weird. Like, look, these, I've said it. These dudes are fucking weird, man. I've been saying this for a long time. And there are two, and this is one of my criticisms of the manosphere when I made that episode. I said, look, too often there's these red pill channels where they're basically saying like, you know, most of you guys out there are good guys. What makes them good guys, right? Well, because they go to work every day. That doesn't make you a good guy. There's a reason these guys are striking out. There's a reason these guys are out here weird. There's a reason why they're getting exposed all the damn time, because they're out here doing some ungodly, degenerate shit. And when they get exposed, they want to pawn the blame off on somebody else, man. That shit's whack.
Yeah, man.
All right. Shaft,
thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, just
anything to shill?
No.
No?
No, I'm not.
You show that grinder profile.
Like, I am in a committed relationship, Drexel. You fucking whoremonger. Oh yeah, one other thing that was I fucked up. I was my man during a hookup was like massaging him, right? Going from the shoulders down and down, and I just started licking his feet. And Drexel, ain't no one worth on this earth than a foot man.
Hey, look, man, they're usually sick. They're usually sick,
and they don't deserve to live, and they don't deserve to vote.
Duke said it. Drex, Duke came on here and said it. It's people into feet that give him the most problems.
Yeah, here's the thing. You should be a guy who's into feet, but you're into other things.
Bro.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think he's referring to the guys who are like, yeah, feet. I can't imagine ever paying for.
Dude, send me a picture of your feet squishing grapes or something.
Yeah,
that kind of weird
I
stuff.
have sent many pictures. I drew a hard line at the feet pics from like week 1. Like, I was in a lot of fucking pictures. I will not send feet pics. I don't want to be the guy who has feet pics like saved to his camera roll, man. Much less are your own.
Here, I could do feet pics. Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. When guys
boots.
get to that point, man, it gets nasty, man. It's degenerate. Like, I'm glad that guys like you come on, letting us know, like I said, from the other side, how bad it is, man. Like, there's a lot of people out there doing all kinds of fuck shit. So
I want you to work out.
If you know, Shaft, the wall is closing in, right? Like, I can't wait to get more trans women on, right? Because do you know who has receipts Yeah, you think gay guys have receipts. I'm willing to bet a lot of trans chicks, right, have the most receipts, right? Of all these guys who they want to smash someone that looks like a woman but still has male equipment, and they're asking for weird
here's what
shit.
happens. Here's what it always turns into. They want to get smashed.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
It's always no. It's always some bottom shit eventually.
My field agents are telling
No,
me,
I'm an alpha top, bro, and before you know it, they're bent over, right? Dude is 6'10", 280, all muscle, bent over.
yeah, dude. My
right?
intrazonal agents, they're telling me 10-to-1 ratio of true tops to everyone else.
That's sad, man. I say, Tim, what is the heterosexual equivalent of that? Like, they want blank, but all they're okay. I'll tell you what it is. That would be like unemployed dudes, right? What if what if women had nothing to pick but unemployed dudes, right? Because a broke man has no value to a woman at all, none,
Oh, no.
right? What do you do for a living? Nothing. I'm unemployed. What if for every one guy, there were 10 deadbeat ass dudes, right? 9, 10 deadbeat guys who are like, yeah, I don't have a job at all. I don't work. I'm never gonna work. I have no interest in working. That's the same as a bottom saying, I don't top. I'm only bottom. Now you have a problem with balance. There's no balance in that scenario. Just like you see that now, Tim, in the relationship arena, right? If all you have are ratchet hoes and single moms, that's how the marriage and dating rates collapse. Because they're like, dudes are like, I'm not signing up for that. I'll smash. Women are complaining they can't get relationship. You have never heard a woman say she can't get sex. What is she not getting, Tim? I can't get a relationship from a man. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
actually the exact same thing gay guys say. Sex, easiest fucking thing in the world if you are at least like a 4 out of 10. 3 on Thirsty Thursday. Relationships, few and far between, and the ones that are like you consider healthy and sensible, almost non-existent.
Damn.
Dude,
It's
if I
bad.
had a nickel for every time a quote unquote throuple asked me and my man, like, you two exclusive, or can I have the big white one? I would have enough for like a candy bar or some shit from the Dollar Tree. That's weird that it happened that many times. But yeah, dude, it is fucking real in these streets.
I mean, it's a whole different world.
It really is.
And it's and here's the thing. This is you remember the China one-child policy, right? Drex, what did the one-child policy do to China?
Destroyed it.
Just destroyed
the balance.
it. How
the
hard
balance.
is it for a man in China to get a date?
Yep. Because now,
right?
okay, unless he's the top, like I say, maybe 10 to 15%, he has to now import women, right? He has to get a woman from somewhere else because you basically, China has become a sausage fest, right? Supply and demand. This is what Shaft is talking about, right? Shaft is showing that the effects of a culture within the gay community where here's the problem though. I'm assuming in order for a gay couple to function, you need a top and a bottom, right? A clear defined role. So it kind of makes sense. If there is a top in the gay community, why would the top settle, right? Like, why would he suddenly be like, oh, I want a relationship? If he's getting endless sex, at least offers of endless sex, right? That's what you're seeing. Basically, okay, Chad, would you agree that a top in the gay community is basically Chad, even if he's not the best looking? He's basically Chad?
It is. And the weird thing about the current gay community is it used to be like maybe about a decade ago, they all really, really love to fetishize like bodybuilder muscle men. Now they do, but they don't want to admit it. They all kind of want like the slim twink things until they see like Chad.
Oh,
because they all
I'm glad you brought that up.
Have the jock fantasy. I'm not shitting you, man.
Oh no, I'm glad you brought that up because we'll get you out here with this. Explain. This is something that I've known for years. I'm sure you've known. Can you explain to the people out there, especially the women, because a lot of women get deceived by when they see a guy with big muscles or blah blah blah, the proliferation of homosexuality in the bodybuilding community?
It's the gayest community I've been in, and I am literally in gay Discord servers with gay people. Bro.
God damn.
Bro, check out the shreds on my glutes, bro.
Yeah, a lot of these dudes were on the down low. I've told people this for years because I remember watching. It was I think it was like an episode of Snapped, and that was the first time I was like, "Wait, bodybuilder being on the down low?"
Drexel, how
And
was that the first time you thought of that?
oh no, because you got to remember though, when I was, I'm sitting there in the gym and stuff. Like I wasn't really talking to people like that, right? And then when someone bodybuilds, you got to remember, you've seen this, right?
Dude, do you know?
Bodybuilders usually have a female girlfriend as a cover, right? Have you ever noticed that? They usually have a girlfriend, right?
Yeah, dude. Do you know how many fucking gay dudes on Grinder literally hit me up going, "Hey, bro, what's your routine, bro? Hey, give me lifting advice, bro." It's like,
Oh boy.
yeah, okay,
That's
We were talking about the supply and demand, right? Drex, how easy is it to get a woman to make out with another woman? Would you say that's something pretty easy to do?
yeah, pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Okay. How easy is it for a man to smash another man? By
I could
comparison.
literally pull up my phone right now and get one by the time this call ended.
Straight guy. To get a straight guy to go down low, to be a top for one night. It's not the same.
I mean,
It is not the same. Ugh. But the supply and demand problem is you can't be a part-time top.
Yeah, it's a full-time profession. What the fuck are you talking about,
It really
Tim?
is. It really is, and you. It's a system that is designed to fail because the exclusivity prices so many people out of the market.
Do you know what the insane thing is,
You
though,
know-
strangely? Like, you know, all the problems you have with gay culture and that everyone has with gay culture? That is Western gays. If you get a gay guy who is like an immigrant from like the East, they're usually the most sensible ones because they actually came from places where it's a bit harder to like exist as a gay guy. America, easy as shit. Other countries are like, I probably should get out of here. They tend to be more sensible. It's kind of like my man is from the Far East, and he's the most sane gay guy I've met. And I've met a lot of gay guys who are fucking mental. I don't know if it's just like me, but that's just what I've noticed.
Oh. All right, Shaft, we got to get you out of here.
You two have a nice night.
I need some sleep.
Yeah, man. Stay toxic, everybody. I'm out.